Hey, it's Bill with TRC. That is Tampa Running Central, and that includes Hillsborough, Pasco, Pinellas, and Hernando County. But right now, we are at the home of the Griffins. In case you don't know what a Griffin is, that is the mythical beast known as the Griffin that has integrity, loyalty, and dignity. But not a mythical beast, a very real, set in stone beast right here in front of me. This is Mr. Landon Watkins, and he is right now right smack dab in the middle of our top 10 list for TRC preseason cross country. Landon, thanks for taking some time with me.
No problem.
Tell me a little bit about the way that your season ended on the track. Did you run anything over the summer, and then how's the summer training going?
All right. Yep. Season ended with a bang last year. It's something I was training for all year with my coach. A little bit about how that ended. The mile, it kind of shook me. The time I ran, going over the line, I remember throwing my hands up over my head, kind of like really astonished by what I did. But going to that, I quickly stopped celebrating and immediately went in that mentality that I got to get this next thing done, which was the 2 mile. My goal was to just hold on to that top 8 group, which I did until probably about 800 meters left, and then it was just to hold and fight that position on the podium, which I executed well. Going into the summer, I did not do any national meets. I really focused on aerobically training my body and building a base, which I really lacked last year in cross country. Doing that, we've been scraping off 45, 50-mile weeks consistently, and working towards my cross country goal of running a 15:30 on some, I would say, the faster courses, as well as placing top 15 within the 4A Boys State Championship. Those are big goals for me, considering I wasn't very successful last year in cross country, but I know this is something that I need to improve individually upon, so that way I can also help my track times.
So Landon was telling me as we were walking over here that he's in the top 3% of his class. Obviously, he is definitely one of the smarter kids out there. You can just hear by the way that he speaks, carries himself very well, and very mature for just a junior. Now, I ran in Hillsborough County way back in the day, and I remember some times that we had in this area back then, but Landon, I don't know if you knew it. You probably did, because I always would announce it when I'm announcing meets. You finished your sophomore year as the most prolific sophomore in Hillsborough County history.
Yeah,
If you look at everything from the 800, going back to the 880, the 800, all the way up to cross country, you had the best season of any sophomore ever in Hillsborough County. You are ranked right now in the county as the 4th fastest miler ever. You are the fastest sophomore in Hillsborough County, and you are the 7th fastest sophomore in the history of the state of Florida. And that time that we're talking about is 4:14. And I remember that finish that you had. I was up in the booth calling the race for mile split, and I remember watching you cross the line and seeing that look of, it was shock. I mean, to see that you had run that fast, because what was your PR before that 4:14?
It was about a 4:20. I think
yeah.
4:19. It was a 4:19.
That's what I was thinking, 19. So to drop 5 seconds in a mile, that's pretty impressive. And I mean, you put it together right when you were supposed to at the state meet. But 4:14, unfortunately, is not the school record, is it?
No, it's not. It's sub 4:10. I know that. I forget the exact time.
I believe that Derek Wehunt ran 4:09 back in the day. He was running when I was coaching over at Gaither, and his brother Dan were both standout runners. But something tells me that that record is going to be going down here maybe next year. 4:14 as a sophomore. I mean, are we talking about dipping to that magical number?
The number sub 4, that's the goal of my senior year. Yeah, definitely trying to take out the school mile record. I want to be in like around the 4:05s by the end of this year. That's something I definitely want to be doing. But yeah, it's that magical 4 number. Once I really want to break that before I end my high school career.
That is a process, and I know that you've been working with Coach Nolan for about a year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half, 2 years now. Yeah.
So that's a process that started when you started with him and is going to go all the way through to your senior year. And I know that you know the importance of consistency. You've been somewhat injury-free.
Yep. For the most part, I've been injury-free. Just little aches and pains somewhere, but it's nothing that has really majorly sent me back.
Okay. You also mentioned that you're very, very heavily involved with the ROTC program here at
Correct.
Sickles, and it is your intention to go on to one of the military academies. You want to fly. Well, you fly on the track, so now you want to serve our country up in a jet somewhere, I understand.
Yeah. Serving a military academy would be an honor. It'd be an honor to serve my country as well as be able to fly. So it's the best of both worlds, in my opinion.
Well, again, you've done your own bit of flying around the oval, and we're looking forward to seeing some flying out there on the cross-country courses. Where's your first meet?
It's going to be at Mary St. Help Christian. So it'll be Raging Storm at Mary St. Help.
Oh.
We're not going up to Cecil.
Okay, that's
yeah.
Saturday.
Yep.
Not going to Cecil. That's okay. You don't need to drive up there. You can run fast on that course. Not a super fast course, but it will be where we have county championships this year. So I know there's a few runners that are going to be vying for that county championship title, and one of which will be you, obviously. But I think you're going to have a battle. We're going to have some great racing this year. The sophomore that's going to maybe take your spot, the young man out of Plant City that's going to surprise some guys. I don't know if you know Noah Steed, but he is going to be the up-and-coming sophomore. I don't know if he's going to have the year that you had as a sophomore, because you, from the 800 to the 2 mile, was just amazingly impressive. So definitely hats off to you. So again, Landon Watkins, top 10 in our TRC preseason poll, and we're honored to be here. I thank you for your time, and good luck this Saturday.
Thank you.